Went walking in the neighbor's pasture this weekend, and he's got, this is from it's called an empress tree. They're not native to America. They're native to Asia and China. But they can be kind of, they're like mimosa trees. They can get kind of invasive and stuff. They make a big tree. They grow fast. And they make a great big old tree. But when they first start out growing, they've got some really humongous leaves. I'm talking like big, fat, wide leaves. And then they grow really, really fast. We used to have one try to grow up on the driveway, but kept cutting it down because I don't want one because I don't want all that mess, and they're pretty though. But I've seen them like driving through, places like the next town over, like in the buildings and stuff like that, and along the busy streets and whatnot, and uh, so they obviously kind of like need openness. So they a lot of sun and place where they can grow, but I don't really see. I just kind of like, I know there's one down here at the convenience center down the road where we take the trash to. There's one, actually two right there on the edge, but they somewhere where they can just drop their, because once these flowers get done, they're really, it's awful pretty. We bent down one of the limbs and broke it off. I wanted to bring it back, but the you can see the, I can get a hold of it. Oops, broke it off. Oh well. A long, kind of smells, a faint smell of almost like black licorice, kinda. But and then these little pods, they real like velvety. But after it gets done flowering, these pods they'll have thousands and thousands of little seeds in them. And the trees over there in his pasture, he's only got like a couple that I saw, just out in the open. So of course he does all the bush hogging and stuff. So any smaller ones will just get cut down or whatever. But they'll just kind of keep sending up suckers along the bottom and stuff too. But kind of like a mimosa, if you know how mimosas are. They'll start, you'll start having baby mimosas everywhere. You go through town and stuff, you'll see big wads of them. That's kind of like what this tree is, but this tree makes an actual tree, and can be pretty messy. I've watched some YouTube videos on them. They can get pretty messy. So I wouldn't want nothing like that in my yard, but I just wanted to bring the stem back because I thought it was pretty, but uh yeah, it's called an empress tree, but yeah, they're native to Asia. They there's like kudzu and mimosas and the wild honeysuckle, the ones that bloom, the kind of the whitish yellow blooms. Those ain't native to America either, but they've been in the South so long that they're just kind of they're almost become Southern. They've just been here so long. But yeah, so it's awful pretty when that tree that he's got in his pastures blooming pretty. But I wouldn't. And then, but when what's left through the wintertime, all them seed pods, once these flowers, they make great big old hard, like a big husk, a big shell, and then it dries and it opens up, and then all over that tree was this big, like real clusters of looks like grape clusters hanging up there, but they're big hard. I got a frog in my throat. Just hanging up there, just big hard seed pods, and they drop the seeds and stuff. But other than that, the blooms would be the only thing I see be worth it. But I just brought this back. That one I said we used to have along the driveway, kept cutting it down. That thing kept coming back, just kept whacking it down. I didn't want it because I know what it does. But it's pretty. You can imagine a tree with all those big, and this stem right here is probably a good 1.5 feet long, but really pretty. But anyways, so that's all. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.